I have some books here by Indigenous authors. November is Indigenous Heritage Month. Let's talk about all these before I drop them. As I said, November is Indigenous Heritage Month. I have read every single one of the books that I was just holding and nearly died underneath. So let's go through these. This is going to be a longer video. Grab you a bevy. We are going to get into it. Up first is the trilogy Black Sun, Fevered Star, and Mirrored Heavens by Indigenous author Rebecca Roanhorse. I love Rebecca Roanhorse. She's actually local to me author. She lives here in New Mexico where I live. And I have read the first two books and I have not read the third. This is on my short TBR list because I want to reread these two. But this is a kind of celestial type fantasy set in pre-Columbian America, and it has a lot of representation. It has some really great politics. It has magic that is super interesting and unique and fresh, and it has characters that are extremely compelling. I highly recommend at least the first two books. I'll let you know on the third when I read it. Indigenous author Tommy Orange wrote There, and the Wandering Stars. Tommy Orange is an enrolled member of the Cheyenne and Arapaho of Oklahoma tribes, and he is local to me too as well. He is not from New Mexico, but he currently teaches here in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and these books are so good. These books had me crying, just crying. They're so emotionally devastating. This follows a group of interconnected people as they travel to one of the biggest powwows in the Americas, and lots of different things happen that will emotionally devastate you and make you wonder why you are choosing to do this to yourself. But they are so good. Highly recommend. Danica Neva is a romance author who is also enrolled in the Chickasaw Nation, and she writes some really great romance. Love is a War Song is a cowboy Indigenous romance, and The Truth According to Ember is like a workplace romance. I loved both of these, but I do think I liked Love is a War Song a little bit better, but it's hard to pick. But this is fantastic. She is the only traditionally published Indigenous romance author. Highly recommend. She writes some really good stuff, and the characters are super hot. If you are looking for a fantastic Indigenous thriller, look no further than Vanessa Lilly. Vanessa Lilly is an enrolled member of the Cherokee Nation, and she has two books out following the same female lead, Sid Walker. We have Blood Sisters and we have The Bone Thief. We follow Sid Walker, who is an archaeologist for the Bureau of Indian Affairs, as she tackles real world problems, including land back, the return of remains, the removal of children from native homes, things of that nature. And they are absolutely compelling, fast paced, and interesting. Highly recommend both of these books. Another Indigenous author I will read anything they write is Nick Medina. He is an enrolled member of the Tunica Biloxi tribe of Louisiana, and he wrote compelling horrors such as Sister of the Lost Nation, Indian Burial Ground, and my personal favorite, The Whistler, which I do not have a physical copy of yet, but plan to get. Highly recommend all of his novels. They also tackle real life scenarios wrapped up in fictional characters and stories, and I really love it. We have missing Indigenous women. We have the desecration of Indian burial grounds. We have Indigenous superstitions in The Whistler. I really love all of his horror novels. They're fantastic. Sherry Dimeline is going to be one of my favorite authors as well. I talk about the Marrow Thieves all the time. I feel like this is a very underrated book. Sherry Dimeline is a Métis author who lives on her family's native land in Canada, and I just cannot say enough good things about her writing. Empire of the Wild was really good as well. This is just so interesting. I couldn't guess the end. It's more of a thriller type with veins of horror. The Marrow Thieves is very dystopian, and it basically is just so good and just heartbreaking. There is a second book to this that I have not yet read called Hunting the Stars, I believe. I do own it, and I will be getting to that really shortly, but this was fantastic and honestly one of my top favorite books, and a book that I still think about all the time, and it's been over a year since I've read it. Angeline Boulley writes fantastic YA thrillers set again around real world issues within the Indigenous communities. We have The Firekeeper's Daughter. We have Warrior Girl Unearthed, and she recently came out with Sisters of the Wind, which I don't have and have not read yet, so I won't be talking about that one. But these are interconnected standalones that I do recommend you read in order for maximum impact, that follow different things such as missing in Indigenous women and the return of remains and artifacts to tribes. I really loved both of these books. They are super compelling, very accessible, interesting, like so interesting. The characters are so realistic and relatable. Um, let's see, Angeline Booley is a member of the Sault Ste. Marie tribe of the Chippewa Indians. I really just love all of her novels. These two in particular that I've read are just fantastic. Another local to me author is Dene author Ramona Emerson. She writes mystery thrillers as well, Shutter and Exposure. I liked Exposure better than Shutter, but I loved them both, honestly. This is, again, interconnected standalones that I recommend you read in order. They follow the same main female character through numerous mysteries. I cannot wait for the next book in this series. Like, I'm on the edge of my seat. I really enjoyed these. I just really, oh, so good. I recommend everything that Ramona Emerson writes. Can't wait to read more. Let me know if you want more recommendations of books I've read by Indigenous authors. I definitely have more, but I didn't want to make this a 45-minute video. So let me know if you're interested. Also, if you're interested in seeing what I plan on reading during Indigenous Heritage Month, if you have any questions about any of these books, leave them in the comments and I will answer to the best of my ability. Thanks.